Hey guys, my name is Alex, and this is the Beta Alpha Show. And if you like what you're seeing and hearing, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so today we're going to be continuing our sort of series about awareness, but we're going to be talking it from a different standpoint here today. We're going to be talking about addictions, but addictions sort of from a mythological standpoint. The myth of the Holy Grail, finding the Grail castle. And it's sort of the modern myth of our time. It's a very famous Jungian therapist wrote a story about it, wrote a book about it. And the thing is that we as men, we believe that the truth, the merging of we're trying to merge with the divine all the time, and what we're doing it from outside of ourselves. We're always looking outside of ourselves for this merging with the divine, and a lot of times addictions are really that. We're just so transfixed by something that feels so good, or just gives us this incredible high where our brains aren't even functioning properly, or whatever, or we're gambling and we keep winning and we lose and then we want to win again, and this is all looking outside of ourselves for the divine in some way, shape, or form. So in the movie, which is a wonderful movie, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you have Indiana Jones and his father involved looking for the Grail. Now, since Indiana was a kid, his father's one obsession in life has been to find that Grail castle, to find the Grail. He believed that he could find that Grail, and he had been keeping a diary and piecing together information for his entire life. It was an obsession. And in the movie, he actually calls him out on it. He says, "This is an obsession with you, Dad. I never understood it." And, sometimes, but the thing is that the obsessions are, in both movies, in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and in Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's because of the obsessions of the people that were looking for these things that they were found. So we kind of think that if we keep looking, we're going to find it, when really the castle, the Grail, is within us. But we always think we can we just have to go outside ourselves and find it. So just think about that as addictions. Just think, why am I looking outside to feel good? What am I not feeling good right now about myself? So the story of Parsifal is about this. Now, I don't know if you know who Parsifal was. He was one of the Knights of the Round Table, and most people don't know about Parsifal. They know about Gawain and Galahad and Lancelot, but really the most important knight is Parsifal. And the word Parsifal means innocent fool. That's what it means. And he was a country bumpkin. He was just a kid growing up in in Wales, actually, and in the wilds of Wales. And one day he's outside and he sees 3 knights ride by, and he's absolutely transfixed by them. He's absolutely obsessed, and he runs to tell his mother, whose name is Heart's Sorrow. What a name. And so he tells her of these fantastic, dazzling beings, and his mother bursts into tears because indeed his father was a knight, and she'd hid the truth from him. And so he goes off and leaves her to find this quest to become a knight. And he does become a knight. In fact, he becomes the greatest knight of all. And and during his travels, he encounters the Fisher King, and he discovers that the king is wounded, and the only way that the king can feel relief is when he's fishing. In other words, when he's looking for God is the only way he feels good. And so that's what we do. We go out into the world and we think that we're going to find everything that we want by looking outside of ourselves. So I'm just sort of asking you to think about that. When you have an addiction of some sort, what are you looking outside yourself to fulfill that you can't fulfill within you? So just think about that in the future. Practice your awareness. Breathe, breathe. Do Tai Chi. Do these kind of things that slow your mind down, that slow your body down, your heart rate down, and breathing deeply, and these kind of things, so that the mind becomes sort of, pacified, frankly. And in the case of the body, you can work through the energy, and if you have a physical addiction to something. So anyway, we're going to continue with it. We're going to talk a lot more about addictions and how subtle they are. We're going to talk about codependency and all kinds of things. So anyway, this is the Beta to Alpha show. And again, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next time.